How's it going, everybody? I am back with another installment of Motorcycles on the Air, or Parks on the Air, and I took my bike here. However you want to do it. I'm at McCormick's Creek State Park and also in the nature preserve within that state park. So it'll be a double park. Just did a Motorcycles on the Air the other day with W9MVY, my stepdad, and that went great. Got out of work today and the weather is just perfect still. Very low humidity for this time of year that I decided to go ahead and get out here and activate another park. I have a meeting at 7 tonight, so had a couple hours to fill. So got the bike and it's a beautiful day. And I'm gonna set up here at this picnic table and I'm going to attempt to activate on CW. Now, I am not ready to set up and call CQ on CW. My copy is not quite there to where I'm comfortable picking out all the different call signs. So I'm gonna game it a little bit and look on the spot list and try to hunt at least 10 other CW activators. And if I can do that, then it'll count as an activation. So a little cheesy, but hey, it works. We'll see if we can get it. If I can get even just a couple, that'd be great. And then I can do FT8 to finish out the rest, or I did bring my G90 as well to do single sideband should I need to. So the gear today is, I got my case here for, see if I can get that open. There we go. Got my QMX, which now does do single sideband. I'm just waiting on a microphone because the internal microphone is not activated yet or whatever. It's not set up to run on the latest firmware. So I'm gonna use that and then just a basic CW Morse key. And then, like I said, FT8 and single sideband as a backup. So there's a couple trees here. I think I'll just throw in up the 20-meter end-fed half-wave Pactena and then set up and see how we do. So I'll see you in just a little bit. All right, so I had a little bit of trouble finding a place to hang the feed point of the antenna. So I kind of just rigged it up this way. I have a little throw line going up into this tree, into the antenna there. Coming through, feed point of the antenna is at the top of the mast, which I just leaned away that way. And then I used the coax to create kind of a second point. So this is leaning against the antenna's tension and the coax's tension. So that should work, at least for the purposes of my quick activation here. So let's get in the air and see if we can get anybody. Okay, well, discovered an issue that I don't know how to solve here in the field, but this is why we go and we test. My iambic paddle is sending continuous tone on both paddles. I don't know. I've tried all the different settings in the QMX and I'm not sure which one is causing that. I have a hunch that it could be the quarter inch, not quarter inch, but whatever the headphone size plug I'm actually using, the wire. It was just a random one I had in a drawer, and both ends fit. So I'm guessing that some of the wiring in those isn't set up to allow for iambic operation. That's my guess. So I'm going to check all that when I get home, back to my computer, and order or pick up somewhere locally the right plug. But if any of you have any ideas, let me know, though I think I will probably have it resolved before I edit this and you see it. So hopefully, I guess I'll put on the screen whether it's been resolved or not, and you can then comment. But hey, this is why we test. I could probably get by with straight keying it, but I think that since I'm pressed a little bit for time, and I did bring a backup radio set, I'm just gonna get on single sideband and see if I can activate. If there's time after that activation, I think I'll get back on and try to straight key my way through a couple QSOs, but I don't think I'll be able to do that for 10 of them today. Plus it's pretty active and there's lots of pileups, and I may not be able to break through all of them to make my 10 contacts in CW. So let me see if I can get 10 in single sideband, and then that'll give me the freedom to play around with any time that's left. So luckily, I come prepared, and I do have my single sideband set up here, ready to go. So this is everything I need for single sideband operation. So let's get on the air again. All right, so this is why I want to point out that redundancies are very important in your planning for operation and for kit and for everything else. So original mode, I planned to activate CW, didn't work out. I think that the cable that I chose here is not quite designed correctly. So that's my theory. I could be wrong, but we'll do more research when I get home. So single sideband is a backup. I brought that kit, we're good to go there. What I didn't bring was a coax adapter in my QMX kit, because the Pactina and the coax and the QMX all have the same adapter type. So no issue there, no need to bring any extra, even though I usually do. I actually took them out this last weekend when me and W9WY activated, and I did not put them back in there. So that's on me. Luckily, in my other kit, my single sideband kit, I did have enough different adapters and versions of coax that I was able to cobble something together and still plug into the Pactina. So I should be, let's see here, turn on the radio, and I have noise. So we're good to go. Let's try to get on the air. Let's try to get our activations going. Turn that down. Let's see if we can get at least 10 contacts. Then I'm gonna try to work CW again. But I paid $7 to get into the park today, which I'm fine with. I like supporting our parks, but I want to at least try to get an activation. Plus I'm in a double park. So let's make it happen. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ, Parks on the air. This is Kilo Delta 9er, Yankee Echo Yankee, operating out of Park US 2260. This is KD9YEY calling CQ for Parks on the air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ, Parks on the air. This is Kilo Delta 9er, Yankee Echo Yankee, operating out of Park US 2260 and Park US 10285. This is KD9YEY calling CQ, CQ, Parks on the air. Is there station ending in Delta? I hear India, India, say again. Echo Alpha 1, Golf India Bravo. You are 4-4, Indiana, Park US 2260, QSL. 73, 73. I don't know where he was at, but we got him. CQ POTUS, CQ POTUS, CQ, Parks on the air. This is Kilo Delta Niner, Yankee Echo Yankee, operating out of Park US 2260. This is KD9YEY calling CQ for Parks on the air. Okay, well, let's think about this. This isn't working. I'm gonna try hunting a little, and I'm gonna try my CW key on this radio with the same thing, the same plug, and that will tell me if it's the same issue happening here as on that radio. Then I know this is the problem. If not, then I know it's something else. So I'm gonna take a quick break here and let's give that a shot. Okay, so key is plugged in, everything's set up for iambic, and it's the plug. Good to know. Yeah. Okay, well, good to know. Lessons learned. So I'm gonna try to get 9 more contacts on single sideband. The guy that I just worked, let me see if the QRZ loaded, was in Spain. Wow. Okay, so I picked up Spain. Wow, cool. Manuel, okay, cool, awesome. So thank you for working me. Let's see if I can get 9 more before I call it, and I don't have too much longer, unfortunately. So let's see what we can do.
The Kilo Delta Niner, say again.
Kilo Delta Niner, Yankee Echo Yankee, park to park.
Kilo Delta 9, Yankee Echo Yankee. You're about a 4242. We got some QRM here in Yellowstone, US 0070.
Yellowstone, awesome. Roger, Roger, thanks for Yellowstone. You are about 55, Indiana, Park US 2260, and Park US 10285, QSL. Alpha Delta Niner, Bravo Lima, I have you 55, Indiana, QSL. He was there, and he was gone. But I got Yellowstone. Okay, cool. Bands are interesting today.
I'm going to give you a 5-9 in South Texas, Tango X-Ray. You sound good down here.
You're in the woods. I appreciate the call. We're going to stop it by the ball.
7-3, good luck today.
I appreciate you. The park to park, come on in.
Park to park, Kilo Delta Niner, Yankee Echo Yankee.
Kilo Delta Niner, Yankee Echo Yankee. Great to hear you. You're 5-5. I parked 451 in New Mexico.
Copy, New Mexico. I have you about 51, Park US 2260 and Park US 10285, QSL.
Second park?
Second Park US 10285, QSL.
10285, Center Roger.
Roger.
Excellent. Well, thanks for the cheaper. I appreciate you stopping by and enjoy yourself there.
73. Nice. Though honestly, these long range ones are doing better. Let me see if I can pick up Washington. So I got Spain and Yellowstone. So what's that, Montana? And New Mexico. And I'm in Indiana, so I don't get those that often. Kilo Delta Niner, Yankee Echo Yankee, park to park.
Park to park, go ahead.
Park to park, Kilo Delta Niner, Yankee Echo Yankee.
Got a model, check the third character again, please.
Kilo Delta Niner, Yankee Echo Yankee.
QSL, you were at 55 to California, you were at 4456. QSL?
QSL, you are 5-1. Two parks, US 2260 and US 10285. QSL?
The last one is at 10285.
Roger, roger.
Thanks for the call. Thanks for the bike to park. 73.
73. Sweet.
Kilo 6 Romeo November Delta. Park to park. Oh, excuse me. Parks on the air.
Kilo Delta Niner Yankee Echo Yankee. Park to park. Kilo Delta Niner Yankee Echo Yankee. Kilo Delta Niner Yankee Echo Yankee. QSL, QSL, I have two parks, 2260 and 10285. QSL? First park, US 2260. Second park, US 10285. QSL? '73. It's California. I'm telling you what, the bands are weird. I'm not picking up anything regional, but I got California, Montana, New Mexico. This is great. All right, I got to catch up on my login here. So that was 14,336. I try to set up and call again. The bands are improving. So somehow I'm getting out, not bad. So I'm on 20 watts here, by the way. I'm on a Pac-10 and not high off the ground with the Zyju G90. Not saying that's a bad setup. It clearly is working, but I think a lot would say that that's not a great setup, but it's working. Sorry, battery died, but I did get Pennsylvania, so 4 more, like 20 minutes, so we gotta go. Kilo Delta Niner Yankee Echo Yankee. Is anyone on band for a Parks on the Air activation?
Radio lights 10 off.
This is KD9 White UI. Is anyone on frequency?
Nice to get you in the log again. 7-3, my friend.
7-3, have fun.
Whiskey 4, Bravo Delta, QRZ.
Kilo Delta Niner Yankee Echo Yankee. Park to park.
November 2, Bravo Tango Delta, QSL. Roger, you're 5-7, November. 7-3, Whiskey 4, Bravo Delta, QRZ.
Park to park, park to park. Kilo Delta Niner Yankee Echo Yankee.
All right, Kilo Romeo 4, Alpha Oscar Tango, QSL. QSL, roger, roger. All right, appreciate that. You're 5-9 into my park here in Virginia, QSL. All right, thank you for the 5-9 North Carolina. Thanks for hiding. 7-3. Whiskey 4, Bravo Delta, QRZ.
Park to park, park to park. Kilo Delta Niner Yankee Echo Yankee.
5, Mike Papa Bravo, QSL.
All right, folks. You win some, you lose some. Although I got to be outside in this beautiful park and play radio, so I'm already winning. And I rode my bike here, so, you know, triple threat. Okay, did not activate. I could probably get it. I mean, I could definitely get it if I stood here and kept going for the next little bit, but I have a meeting in 20 minutes and it's gonna take about that long to ride there, and I still gotta pack up, so I gotta get going. But I did wanna say thanks to the 7 people that I was able to make contacts with today. So 3 away from an activation, but no biggie. I actually have both of these parks already activated, and I'm still gonna upload the logs, so everyone who talked to me today, you're still gonna get credit for the park to park or for the hunt. So no big deal there. I really enjoy this location though. I'm up pretty high and I'm definitely gonna come back when the band conditions are better. I already know what I would do to, if you hear screaming, it's children in the background, they're just having fun. But I already know what I would do to get the park activated. I actually have my 40-meter extension and I would throw that on there and try 40 and then 20. I also have the option of FT8. I do have my whole FT8 set up because I can just run it off my phone. And I could do that, or I could just be patient and keep calling, and as the sun starts to set I could probably get some people as the band conditions change, gray line and all that. So there's a game plan if I really wanted to get the activation, but it's okay. I've walked away from others and I've traveled much further to get there, so not a big deal. But as always, thank you for traveling along. I might have paired this video with the one from Sunday because it wasn't a lot of content for that one either. If so, great. If not, then you've already seen that one and now you've seen this one. Movie magic and everything. I will be doing a video on kind of my status. I know I said that earlier, but I will, and kind of do an update on my life. Kind of a lot going on. All good stuff, but definitely time consuming, and that's why I've been kind of gone for a little bit. But more on that to come later. For now, I appreciate you watching. Do all the stuff, like, subscribe and everything, and I'll see you down trail.